I want to first say welcome. Very glad you're here. I'm Dayton City Commissioner Matt Joseph, and it's great to have you all here for the to commemorate Ambassador Holbrooke. We have a special guest here in a moment that we're going to hear from. It makes it even a more special day in remembering the events that happened here 30 years ago now as we commemorate the anniversary of the Dayton Peace Accords. I want to start by acknowledging my colleagues, Mayor Jeff Mims and Commissioner Chris Shaw right here. Thank you for coming, you guys. And I want to start off the day's festivities here by introducing Jewel Rastikis. We had two sort of paths by which this event came about. The first was we at the Dayton Peace Accords Anniversary Committee wanted to do something honoring Ambassador Holbrooke. And at the same time, Jewel and the Salem Avenue Business Association, a lot of the folks that are here today, they wanted to do something here at the Plaza. So we came together and it came up with this wonderful event, wonderful idea, and I really appreciate everything you all have done to put this together. So Jewel, I'll leave the microphone to you.
Well, before I start, I'd like to apologize to everybody I invited personally because I had a wish about the weather. I said it was going to be warm and sunny. Didn't work. Good morning. My name is Joel Rastikis, President of the Salem Avenue Business Association. Welcome one and all to this event, memorializing and celebrating a historic icon, Ambassador Richard C. Holbrooke, whose leadership brought lasting peace, and also celebrating Richard C. Holbrooke Memorial Plaza as a reminder of this great man and his contribution to the world. 30 years ago, as Chief U.S. Negotiator, Ambassador Holbrooke played an essential role in ending the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina at the Dayton Peace Accords. Gratitude is in order here for the many responsible for this event and this memorial plaza. The Richard C. Holbrooke family, represented here today by his son David Holbrooke, Matt Joseph, City Commissioner and co-chair of the Dayton Peace Accords 30th Committee, the City of Dayton and its leadership, the Salem Avenue Business Association and its Beautification Committee, and the welcoming Salem Avenue Peace Corridor and Neighborhood Hope Zone Promise area, and each of you celebrating here with us today. Legacy is not created just by history. It is made by using history as a constant reminder. Here is the purpose of the Memorial Plaza. It lives as a constant reminder that peace is possible in any moment as long as peace is desired. The legacy of the Dayton Peace Accords lives too in this place. 28,000 cars drive by this Holbrook Memorial Plaza daily, reminding each passenger that peace is always possible. The legacy also lives and will continue through the Salem Avenue Peace Corridor and Neighborhood Promise Hope Zone area, living up to its mission and vision of becoming a local and regional destination and fostering peace through the shared values of safety, prosperity, and quality of life. The Salem Avenue Business Association is firmly committed to the legacy of Ambassador Holbrooke and the Dayton Peace Accords. One of our many goals is to create a beautiful gateway here at this corner location. We have a great foundation, this beautiful plaza, and the gateway sign you see across the street. Our vision for this gateway includes activating all four corners with memorial-type venues. If you'd like to see at the end of this event some pictures of this, please see Steve Makovec right there. He will show you what we envision here. He has copies for you. As a community, we are truly honored to have been gifted this memorial plaza and grateful that it serves as the legacy of peace and the great man that had the vision and leadership skills to make peace a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Jewel. That was well done. It's my pleasure now to introduce our special guest here today, Ambassador Richard Holbrooke's son, David. He's a celebrated filmmaker. In fact, we had a showing of his film, The Diplomat, last night to a very enthusiastic audience. And he's done more than that, so Google him online. Also, he's the founder of Original Thinkers. Another tip for you, Google that. Take a look at the work that he's done. It's amazing and out of the box. And I want to welcome him here. I told him before this that my urge when I was putting together remarks was to welcome him home, because this is, in a lot of senses, this is his plaza. The legacy of his dad's work is here, and in Dayton in general, it feels to me like it's home to him. So, David, welcome home. We're looking forward to hearing what you have to say here.
Thank you, Matt. Hey, thank you all. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Jewel. I'm just going to talk for the next 45 minutes till the rain really comes down. So we get that, okay? So I'm going to be quick because I feel the weather coming. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, John. Thank you, the city of Dayton, for honoring my father in this way. This place meant a lot to him in so many ways, which I'll get into in a second. But it wasn't just him. It was a huge team. People from Washington, Nick Burns, who's coming in, his deputy, Chris Hill. There was a giant team of people who were experts at this. And then there was a giant team of people who weren't. And that was the people of Dayton. There were people, when I went to see the Bob Hope Hotel, people would come up to me and say, oh, I remember being a part of that. And we just felt such a vital part of this. And even though we didn't even know what was really going on, my father understood that everybody here had to make peace, and he loved that it was here in Dayton. It's really nice of you all to do this. Like last night we showed the movie. What you're doing is keeping this effort and this incredible American accomplishment alive. 30 years ago, they negotiated this peace accord here in Dayton, and it holds up. It's imperfect, it's problematic. In a lot of ways, my father knew and anticipated, but it's hard to overstate the urgency of what was happening here 30 years ago. I saw a headline, we showed the movie last night, and there was a headline that I remember said, "The world is watching," and it was watching. The pressure was enormous on them, and that's why it's imperfect, but they got it done. My father was brilliant, he was bold, he was a singular force, and I say that as his son, but so did President Clinton, Madeleine Albright, and they were able to get this thing done. And I think it's important to understand that if they hadn't, Bosnia would not exist. It just wouldn't exist. The Serbs would have crushed everybody and taken it over. And here's an independent country with a different faith, a different culture, different people, all existing because of the work that happened here. So thank you all. The rain is coming. I got some other notes, but we'll wrap it up. Peace is complicated, but it really is essential. And the idea that Dayton is part of your own legacy, not just the Wright brothers, not all the other incredible things that happen here, but you're taking on the mantle that peace matters, that legacy is important, that my father achieved, that Jewel and Matt talked about, but also that Dayton says, wait, peace plazas and peace museums and peace prizes. You know, when I say, hell yeah, Dayton, thank you very much for welcoming me here. Let's get out of the rain, let's lay a wreath, and thank you all.
As David said, if we could have a moment of silence, both for Ambassador Holbrooke and for the victims of the war that we lost. Thank you. And you know, because I love this place, I need to point out a couple things before I let you get out of the rain. The first is that if you haven't had a chance to look at the plaques, read them. It's fascinating what's contained over there. And a couple small details. The old bridge, the starting most in Mostar, is a symbol of Bosnia. So you can see a little outlines of the starting most in the stairs over there to your left. See, in the stairs, that's the bridge. And the color of the the backing there, I was going to say stones, it's not exactly stones, was modeled on the color of the old bridge too. So, so you'll be able to tell those facts to folks when you bring them here to see the plaza, right? So anyway, thank you all for coming. Thanks for staying through the rain. There are many other activities. Go to dpaaf.org to check out what's happening the rest of the weekend as we commemorate the 30th anniversary of these accords. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you.